actually. I should be coming up on my 1 year anniversary in a month and a half.
All right.
Almost 2 months from now.
Nice. How you like the training so far?
It's challenging, but it's satisfying at the end. Like every single practice, it gets really satisfying at the end. It's like I felt like I accomplished something.
Nice. Okay, so initially, why did you want to start training jiu-jitsu with us? Like, what was your main reason for starting jiu-jitsu?
Well, I did karate growing up, and I wanted to do something where I felt like I needed to challenge myself a little bit more physically, since we were just coming back out from the whole COVID and like pandemic and everything like that. And I felt like I needed to do something else outside of my comfort zone as opposed to going back to something that I used to know. And in this day and age, unfortunately, we're not really we can't really take things for granted, especially with our safety. So I wanted to try jiu-jitsu out for that reason, for my own safety. Also in like the area that I live in and the area that I work in.
So you're kind of in a dangerous area where you work and live.
Yeah.
And does the basic self-defense you've been learning here, do you find that helpful? And how do you find the training here helpful for your confidence and safety?
I feel a little bit more confident just going out when I'm walking outside the street, on the sidewalk. I'm a little bit more aware of my surroundings, and I know what to pinpoint if I feel like I'm in a potentially dangerous situation or like just the area. I just know that I need to be a little bit more aware. Heaven forbid I get into like a dangerous situation, but if I do, then I know what I need to do to get out of that situation immediately.
So like the self-defense,
Yeah.
you've learned probably with the grip fighting and when they grab you, what to do.
Correct.
And they hug you from behind. We went through that several times. And do you feel that's like real life scenarios and you're able to do it? And
Yeah.
when people are resisting, you find a way to escape in training?
So with like our training and just having to drill things over and over again, it's starting to commit to like muscle memory. So it's just going to be instinctive if forbid I get into like those situations.
You definitely be ready because I've seen you beat up a few guys, so you're definitely getting up there in skill. And I also really excited because you decided to compete, right, for your first time, and we're training for that. And for the people out there that don't know, competition in Hawaii, the biggest tournament is Naga, which you decide to join and enter. Why did you want to do a competition?
I guess watching my first Naga with my teammates that competed last year, it got me motivated, and just helping them prepare leading up to Naga made me felt like a better teammate, and I want to be able to support them and to like return that favor. I wanted to be able to compete as well as I helped them compete last year. So just wanted to do that for myself.
Set an example.
Yeah.
Challenge yourself, and then know the experience, right?
Yeah.
So again, for me, I'm very happy and excited for Claire for stepping up. It takes a lot of guts, but it made you train more seriously. In the past couple weeks, your training really improved. So with that focus, and now you're way more consistent, do you see the relevance between progress and coming more often? And how do you see that correlation between training more and being more consistent?
I think it's just like the mentality of taking things a little bit more seriously, but with good intention, and having like some sort of goal to attain, as opposed to just chasing something a little bit more long term. Having that short term goal made me realize and like a little bit more shocked as to seeing how my training has changed drastically within the past 2 weeks.
Yeah, I've seen that difference. I've seen that switch because you're way more focused. You train a lot longer, but you're doing more reps. And then I see the improvement when you're rolling. So that's completely true. I see the difference.
It's like training, I think of it as like weightlifting. It's like training till failure, but like doing things with like less weight but more reps in a sense. Because before I would always train for 2 hours at a time, but now I'm just training an hour less, only because of like my work schedule. But with my training within an hour, it's more like I have like this intention of like what I want to fix, and it's just like my techniques in general.
Yeah, and that's what I love about the preparation. That's going to benefit you, not actually fighting in the tournament, but the preparation up to the tournament, which is great because you're gonna do great and you're benefiting already. I mean, we got 4 weeks left, and you'll be ready for the tournament. Okay, so let's kind of finish this up. Would you recommend our school to somebody thinking about starting jiu-jitsu, and why do you recommend our school?
I recommend this school because I was just, when I first started, I really didn't know what I wanted to do, what my goal was ahead of enrolling in jiu-jitsu, and the program itself and like the school made it really easy to transition into like that training and just like building the bond with like my teammates and getting comfortable and not rushing into things immediately, and just like not rushing into things where I don't feel comfortable with right away, in a sense. So a lot of baby steps to get to where I am now, which I'm super grateful for.
So I'm saying like you would recommend our school.
I would.
All right.
I would, because all of the baby steps.
It does take some time.
Yeah.
And I think especially for a female, it's harder because we have majority guys here. But I took special care with you, and I didn't rush you or push you. And if you didn't feel comfortable, you didn't have to roll. You didn't have to participate with guys you weren't comfortable with, which I like, because I wouldn't want to be forced to do training that I'm not comfortable with. So at this point, you are really, really good as far as a jiu-jitsu white belt beginner. But what I like about your transition is you're the senior student, and now you're helping new people, right?
Yeah.
And isn't that like a different whole cycle of learning, helping a new person get acclimated, and teach them how to tie their belt and how to warm up? So can you explain that last part about being a senior student and helping beginners?
Being a senior student is really different than being a beginner student, only because as a beginner you're still trying to get yourself acclimated, but at the same time, being a senior student, you have the benefit of both teaching, and while teaching you still get to learn at the same time, because when you're teaching, you explain things to this beginner student in a way where you wished you had learned initially, or you find different ways to explain things to them.
Exactly.
And it's still a learning experience for yourself.
That's a huge benefit for my senior students. You know, I might teach the simple hip bump sweep my way, but the way you do a hip bump sweep is different. And if you can help the new beginner learn it your way, that's still good, because they're accomplishing the technique, right? And that's what I love about my senior students. And you're really good about that now. You're helping everybody, and you're welcoming, and we're building a really good team, and we're excited to see you go out and compete. So again, very happy with Claire, and I want to just say thank you for your time, Claire, and we're gonna do a follow-up video after Naga. So thank you very much, Claire.
Yes.
Yay!